Hello, in this jQuery video, I'm going to show you traversing. I'm going to show you the filtering part of it. So before we get onto the jQuery part, let's create a bit of HTML. I'm just going to create a bunch of divs, the elements, the complexity, doesn't matter. Once you get to grips with selectors, which I've got a separate section in this series, you can check out, then you're all good to go. So I'm going to put some of my favorite foods, so pizza, fried chicken. I'm having fried chicken today. I literally just had some waffles and ice cream. I also like fish fingers and mashed potato. That's also a big favorite of mine, mashed potato. Okay, so if I reload it, see what we get. We get, 5 items. That's simple stuff. If I do a selector, so if I just select the div or all divs and I want to modify it, let's say I want to add a class. If you want to know more about this sort of stuff, feel free to check it out in the series. I've got videos covering it in the HTML and CSS section and the attributes as well. So I want to say red, and I've got this custom red class right here which just changes the text color to red. So there we go, it's all red. But it changes all of it. If we want a bit more flexibility, what we can do, so this is select everything, and I'm going to copy this. And if maybe you only want to select the first item, before you do, .add class or .css or, whatever you want to do to your particular element that you selected, you go here, you do dot, this is where you filter it first, and this will just get the first one. So if I save it now, it just gets the first one. Whether there's 1 picked up or 1,000 picked up, it's literally the first one. You might be thinking, is there a way that we can do this for the last item? If you're thinking that, you're right, there is. And I think you can guess what it is? Select the last item. It is literally last. So if I reload, it just modifies the last one. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Another one that you can do, which I actually covered this in a separate video, which is selecting by index. So select by index. So if you want to know more about that, feel free to check out that video. And you just put EQ, you select the index number. So if I say 1, for example, and I need to uncomment this, and let's see which one is, has the red class applied to it. And you might be thinking, why is this one, even though we chose 1? Remember, computer start at 0. So the first, element is this one. It's the one at index 0. Okay, so that's the, index one. Another way you can do, there's another method that you can do, which is called dot filter, and that is a bit more sort of complex. So if I copy this, and I'll comment this out. Filter based on condition. So you put filter, but you can filter it based on something like if it has a certain class. So if I say only do it to the ones that have the class of hello, at the moment it will apply to nothing. If I go back, however, and let's say if I say class of hello, this has a class of hello as well. And if I reload, as you can see, it says get all the divs, but filter it to the ones that have the class, which is this dot that indicates class, that's the class of hello. You could have, put a comma to say, this or that class, any sort of filtering or any sort of conditions that you could put, in this selector here, you can do that as well. So you can put an element type. What you can also do is something called the not, and that allows you to say anything that doesn't match this condition. So if I just change this to not, filter not based on a condition, and I reload it now, what you'll see is the opposite ones have the red class applied. So what it does, it gets all divs, then it says filter it to anything that doesn't, because it's the not keyword, doesn't have this hello class, and then he adds the class of red. So that's filtering when you're traversing items. Really powerful and really useful stuff. It really helps, instead of having to, create multiple classes, an ID for this, an ID for that, just because, you're finding it difficult to get the particular item that you want. Maybe you want, always the last one, maybe that has some sort of special styling, and this will allow you to easily do that. If you have any questions, feel free to pop me a message, and as usual, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.